Howdy folks, welcome back to SoarvivorCraft. I'm the Tall Turtle, and in this episode, we're going to do my own base tour, because most of the people who watch my videos now haven't even seen all of the base, because we've been building it little by little, as time had gone on over the past 200 and some episodes. And today, hopefully we can do an entire base tour in one episode. I'm hoping it'll go that way anyway. We'll have to see if it does. But anyway, we're starting at the train station connection because it works the way to my own station, and then we can go around from there, and it should be easiest in terms of catching everything without backtracking. I totally forgot to fix my signs before I started recording this episode, and there are a few other textures that are still broken, but we'll just deal with it later. As I said during the Nope tours, I need time where I can play but not record to fix those textures. So anyway, we're just looking. This is the station that I built. This is the west line. So spawn is that way. And this goes west to the Nope, Storybook, Winterdale, all that stuff. This is our little spur. See, left to the end, right opponent, Lady Hunter. So you get the idea, right? So this was a bridge I built. It looks great with these shaders. It's totally seeable. Over this ravine and so on and so on. It's dark but not spawnable. There's that sound again. And a zombie. It's dark but not spawnable as we head this way. And we're going to just take my line. We'll take the whole thing because we built this in detail. There's that zombie. He's going to fall off. Nope. All right, another zombie over there. Maybe we should catch something. And there we go. All right. Oh boy, that weird leg stuff. So we're going to take this in. We built all this mostly off camera, but we built it so it's not spawnable, and it's a nice dark finished tunnel, and it goes all the way to our base. Long ride, no cuts. I'm gonna make it. I don't know why my guy is acting weird whenever it goes over the redstone, but so be it. Let's turn that off too, and then we'll turn a corner. Now there's another ravine over our head. This is where a branch mine kicks in. I don't know why the lighting here is weird. I think because it's open above us there. Not sure, but then the beacon should kick in soon too, because we're coming in from the south. There we go. There are the beacons. And then more weird stalling. That's how my cards seem to work. And then we turn this way, and then you should be able to see our train station. There it is. So we're gonna hop in first person here, and oh man, I love this train station. And pop. Sometimes we get the cart back, sometimes we don't. It all depends on its mood. The cactus will break off and we'll get a piece of it. I'm going to keep my shield and stuff going because it was dark when I started recording. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, you arrive via the station. It says welcome, etc., etc. This way goes to our base from the underside, which we will see differently. This elevator goes up and down to the new area of the base, phase 2, which we'll tour, but we're not going to get there from here. We're actually going to go to the beach resort, or the oceanside resort, which I haven't taken this since I built it, I don't think. Again, it's not spawnable. It goes through some ravines, but this goes to our oceanside resort, so it's a slightly different design and everything. And I think there's actually a slime chunk, because I keep seeing slimes when I was building this around the corner, but I'm not totally sure. Oh, then yeah, there you go. There was our branch mine, original branch mine. You can see the track from the branch mine, but you can't see. Oh my. I think somebody came to visit and they lost their cart because this is claimed. I thought I had unclaimed this so people could get their carts and they could actually use the space. I guess not. I'll have to see who that was and give them their cart back. But anyway, oh my gosh, another one. Huh, I must have had a lot of visitors. I'm going to have to carefully check my claim here. Oh well. So I end up here, elevators, oceanside resort, check-in, etc., etc. So up we go. This will bring us to the west edge of our base, the beach. Boom. So here we go. You can either come in by boat. So here's the main part just to see what's going on. See, there's the main part of the base and the lapels and everything. So anyway, you come in here. You check in here. And again, if you want to see all the details of everything, watch the individual episodes of each build. Yeah, paintings need to be fixed too, I know. Anyway, refrigerator, snacks and ice cream. You can check in here. That's missing green on purpose. And then this is like my back end secret. I don't know what happened to my gate. My gate got broken. Weird. I should have a gate there. Somebody broke my gate on accident, probably, because this is not claimed. So people can use the huts or the resort up above. Anyway, that's the check-in area. There's elevators back down to the tram to get back to the main line. And then this is the walkway up. And here is the Oceanside Resort, the hoity-toity, super expensive resort. And you can sleep in here. And most of these are unclaimed, so you can stay the night if you're passing through, because people like to stay here so they can get out to the next biomes, which are like thousands of blocks away. It's a gigantic ocean. There's a beach down there that we'll actually go through this separately in a second here. So there's all these cabins and little picnic areas. And we're going to kind of go through this quickly. If you, like I said, you want to see all the detail of every single block being placed, you can watch those videos. You can search them out. But if you just follow the trail, you can get to all the different cabins and everything. There's some bigger ones. There's some smaller ones. Some have better view. Some don't have better view. I'm very, very proud of this. This was a very long build. It took me a long time to do this, and I'm proud of every minute of it. I do get a lot of monster spawns up here, though, so you got to be careful. So then, oh, there's a sheep who shouldn't be here, but because they're super high mob count, things have been spawning. There's the way to the beach. We'll go that way in a minute, because the beach has its own little path that goes right by cabins. There's some like hot springs here. And then there's the restrooms with a restroom and like a little shower area, right? Rustic style. This is an overlook down in here, which we'll talk about when we get to that part of the base. But then if you stay on the path, we have even another sheep just spawned in. More cabins here. This is for people who want to be isolated and alone, right? All the way back here. And oh my gosh, I haven't been up here since I built it. I love this build. It was so fun. Took a long time, a lot of episodes. And then here, right, another one. But then here, you have a little seating area to watch like evening fireworks, or watch the sunset. But then you're by cabins, and we talked about that during the build, how you have these really expensive, nice cabins sometimes, and you have people who just have to walk right by you to get to where they're going. So there's the resort, and down here's the beach. And then we have, I thought an Enderman. Then we have a fishing hut, which you can only get to from inside, because it's only for employees. Then blocked off. Then all the beach towels. Only people who stay at the resort can come here, though. This is not public. And then our nice pattern. And then our concession stand area here. And then you have your back of the house, little secret passages. You got this check-in area again, which again, the door, the gate is broken or something. And then you come through here, and you have this long hallway. But what happens at the end of the hallway? You can go left, and then you come out at this fishing hut. See? Here's the fishing hut from the inside, so the employees can fish whatever they need to do and not be attacked by monsters. So I'll just sit there and fish when I'm relaxing and not worry about monsters. So that's the hallway we came from. Then here, you end up back in the service tunnel, or service, not really an elevator, but service shaft. See? For the resorts again. There's the bathrooms, right? So there's that. Again, if you want to see it in detail with every block being placed, check the, oh, it's especially this where you can never shut that. Just check the channel for the video of building the resort. And then here is our branch mine, which we'll talk about. I just want to show you where we're at. So here's our backyard, right? So here's our branch mine. Very detailed. Again, every block is placed painstakingly. Oh my gosh. That took forever to get exactly how I wanted it. Very proud of it, though. So this used to be the only entrance to the mine. And then the long ladder down. And then there is the tram that we just started the episode with, going out to the beach resort. So we'll go down there in a minute, but not from this side. We'll go in from inside. So then you have the backyard with the dog kennel that I left open with the raw or poisoned, whatever they call it. Why can't I remember what it's called? Rotten flesh there. They're all just hanging out. I'm missing a few dogs. They're not all named. I had 5 dogs. There he is. He's in the corner. Sparky's the only one that's named. And there we have Gordon, who kept escaping, so he finally got his own pen. And then the campfire. The lanterns I have to finish. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. The kitty cat squirrel in his own little giant cat tree. He's our 3rd cat. The first cat... No, he's our 2nd cat. The first cat was gifted to us. And I didn't even name him, and they got struck by lightning. And then we got Squirrel, because he looks like him in real life cat squirrel. And then we're going to get him a companion by taming an ocelot. But I wasn't able to, and then the server updated. And then that was the end of that. So I never did get an ocelot tamed ever in Minecraft. Because now you just go to villages and get kitty cats and tame them. If you try to tame an ocelot, he just becomes your friend, and he doesn't become a cat. So those days are over unless I go to my own personal world. Here we have our cows that have a sheep in there, or a pig in there, because our spawns were screwed up when we updated the server. We have our pigs, which with a wolf. The heck? So you're only supposed to have 8 animals. 1, 2, 3, and I have more than that because of the spawns. Okay. The spawn count added some pigs to here, so let me get this down to 8. And then this guy... There, sorry buddy, but you're going to attack my sheep and kill him. He got some. No, he didn't. How do we have? 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of a few more. Not supposed to have more than 8 animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good enough for now. I guess I should count this one too, make sure we're not above 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a pig. Okay. So we'll take care of that later. The sheep have names. They are Sean, and Sean, and Sean, and Shane. And I'm glad that dog, that wolf that spawned in there didn't kill him, because they can normally get through single fence. So that's why I have double fence here. But we might have to double the sides too. Oh my gosh. I hope a dog doesn't spawn in this pen and kill my sheep, because these are all named. That'd be a bummer, because he would kill all my sheep faster than I could save them. Anyway, that's kind of scary. Here are my mushrooms that I dragged all the way from the Mushroom Island during their first world expansion. All the llamas that hang out in the back. The mushrooms have a secret gate to get to the sanctuary. We'll talk about all this in a minute. But again, not painstakingly, I cleverly, in detail, went over every single block that you see in the pathway. So again, watch those videos if you want to. I'm not going to talk about everything as I'm rebuilding it, because there's hours and hours of video on, look at that server lake, on how I built those pens and everything. So this is the turtle sanctuary. One of my favorite spots. I love how he did this. Oh my gosh, this was back when I was still scared at night. And I like would box myself in to work on it and things. And then one turtle disappeared. This turtle, does he have a name? It was Asker and Askum. What's your turtle's name? Asker. What's your turtle's name? Askum. But Askum died. Asker lived inside this mountain. He just spawned in the mountain, or she spawned in the mountain. I dragged her through and dumped her in here. This pig does not belong. It just spawned because of our crazy high spawn rate. And then anyway, this was the first type of a park I built. So this is when I did all these water features and things. For the first time I hand built all these trees. And the turtle statue donated generously by Magic's Rooms. He put it on top of the cafe when that was just a hill. And I moved it over here, and I left off a line by mistake. His forehead is too short by one by mistake. And over here it says, do not climb on statue. And here it says a tall turtle. And then we have all of our banners, because I wanted spacing, but I'm running out of room. And there's more banners on this side. I can't honestly remember what all of them mean. My Latvian neighbor to my north gave me that one, and that one, and that one, and then some other things. Opponent stuff, my turtle event stuff, Turtle Walk, and Christmas Village, and some other contests and things. This is the Bell Shams building contest, because that's the most recent. And I apologize, I don't remember all the details of the others. And that takes care of that. But this is the Turtle Sanctuary. And I know I'm kind of hurrying through my own base tour, but that's because, again, if anything interests you, like, wow, how did he build this next thing right here? Then you can find the video and watch episodes on how I built all this. This is my tree sanctuary. This was the first time I ever built anything like this. And boy, was I proud of this. This really got me excited. Now I know I don't need to put torches everywhere. I would put hidden lighting, but at the time I didn't really think of that. But I'm going to keep all these torches because I kind of like them in this case. But you have this relatively straight path. And then all these trees that I grew and hand built if I had to. Oh my gosh, so proud of this. And then it, goes around the turtle sanctuary walkway. And then here, we're back to the... Oh, it's sunset already? Good grief. Yeah, that's a 20-minute day, 20-minute video almost. To the check-in area, which again is rustic on the outside on purpose. Every single block, literally every single block you see is on purpose. So it's not like, oh, why didn't he finish this? No, that's finished. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be carved out of a mountain. Private property, keep out. So this is the hoity-toity resort. Not public. And then starting at that fence, this is my private property. You know how when like the owners live, the owners of a resort live there, kind of, sort of, right? And then the public touristy area is phase 2 on the other side of that wall. So that's how this is set up. Here's my drown spawner. My neighbor found the spawner main to a drown spawner. It doesn't work very well at all. So I just have it lit up so it doesn't affect mob counts. You get like 1 drown, and they're not natural drown. It's zombies turning into drown so they don't drop anything. But it's my first experience setting up lights. So that switch turns the lights on and off, which I won't do because it'll... Server's restarting. Okay, we're back. Anyways, my first experience wiring lights like that with the switch. So that was kind of fun to do. Then you just go down there and slay them. But they can hit you. So if you're not careful, you will die. You got to be careful. This is all open. It's like a cave system under here. So sometimes you get monster spawns. There's like 1 block in here and I can't find the other one. But I kind of got it worked out. This is access back into my base behind, which we'll take a look at from the other side. And I worked on this. This is the first time I finished like a hallway. And I'm quite proud of it and excited. Alrighty, so let's see. So again, the hoity-toity resort. This is the private area. Coming back in here now. This is my sugarcane thing. When I was getting sugarcane little by little. It's not automated. It's just grow sugarcane. My cactus is I need it. There, very simple. And then coming back this way, my animals, my chickens. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have more than 10 chickens too. Oh my gosh. These extra spawns that were not from me. There, that'll cut it down to like 1, 2, 3. There's still too many. Come here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still too many. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good enough. There we go. Fewer than 8. There we go. Close. Jeez. And then this was my first... not farm, but kind of a farm. What I did is I needed a whole bunch of eggs for my episode 100 event for cake. So I had them drop eggs as I was hanging out, and then there's hoppers under the... see, look, he spawned underneath because of the spawn thing. How strange is that? I don't know what to say. I might have to dig this up. Anyway, there's hoppers under the carpet, and then I could get all my eggs. Now I have more eggs than I need. But at the time, it was the only way I could get eggs. Here we have my wheat with my water in the middle, my potatoes, my carrots, and my beetroot. And then my park area where the people working can kind of just hang out and relax. And I do get creeper spawns every once in a while on that block right there, but I don't really care that much. So that is the farm area. My small farm area, but I'm very, very proud of it. You can see the turtle statue anywhere you look, and you can see the bathrooms and the shower for the camping area or the resort area. Everywhere you look, all those trees up there are natural, actually. I just trimmed them as I needed to. Up here's Hilltop Diner. You have to watch your steps. So this, even though it's in the private area, you can get a ticket to come through the private area to come up to the diner. And you just bring your food up here. It's not really a diner. It's just a way to sit and eat and look over everything and enjoy the views. Very simple, but it was a big deal. I made this way back in the beginning of the server, back before I knew how to build anything. Oh, missed them by like 2 blocks. And that, I guess we can talk about that right now just from here. This is Lighthouse Park. I built this right away. Oh, another guy came back. And it's just a simple lighthouse with daylight sensors and a little fountain and places to sit. You can only get there by boat, so you have to rent a boat from the resort to get out there, or come from somewhere else because it's completely fenced off. So boat access only, and that was on purpose. It gets monster spawns. It's dark on purpose. But that was my cute little fun build. Super proud of that one. And that was fun. Go back to the early episodes when I did all that stuff. Oh my god, oh, my fox is still there. Yay. Go back to the early episodes when I was learning how to build things, you know. That wasn't just a square house like this. Very, very proud moments. Very proud of that stuff. Very excited. My backyard, I didn't really mention the backyard, even though I mentioned that stuff. Natural waterfall. I'm going to finish the lanterns, and the campfire is already there. So then you can access this next area through the backyard. There's a fence there, or there's a fence here. Then I have my melons and my cocoa beans. And this fox is naturally spawned in my boat. So hopefully he stays there because I want to do something with him. I got to incorporate him into phase 2 somehow. Anyway, this is all natural. The boats are just there. This beach we're doing nothing with. That's done. It's going to stay that way. And then over here, my mailbox, my overworld mailbox. And then another way to the backyard. My horses and one donkey, because other donkey kept escaping. Wait, where's my other donkey? Oh, where's my other donkey? Is he behind the hay bale, or did he escape too eventually? There he is. What was that one's name? I can't remember his name. These horses are all named Lucky. Was gifted me by Magic Shrooms. That's what he used to get here to bring me the turtle. And then he's unnamed. And then this one is Gordon. Yeah. Godin. Gordon is in the back. This is Godin. Clever, huh? They all mean things, of course. My chorus fruit farm, which I actually used. And my neighbor's area from Latvia. He gifted me everything, so I can do whatever I want with this area whenever I feel like it. Coming this way, I did my first attempt at hidden lighting. I'm super duper proud of this area. Every block, attention to detail in the water, everything. Very, very proud of all this stuff. Yeah, all these errant animals. Golly gee whiz. Oh well, free food, I guess. Sometimes I get a monster spawn back there, but otherwise it's very carefully done. That fence is to block off a cave system, sort of, that I had to light up because all the monster spawns are driving me crazy. And then it just loops around. And then that brings us to Turtle Studios, which I'll talk about in a moment. I quickly want to... These dolphins keep jumping up here and dying. That's like the third one. I'll talk about Turtle Studios when we talk about phase 2. I just want to quickly talk about my house before we get too far away from it. So this used to be my house, just this. And then I built this tower, because I always thought I'd never build a tower in Minecraft, so I did. So we built this tower. And the very top I just used to look out and laugh at mobs. This is the back of the resort. See, there's the restrooms, and then there's that one isolated cabin. So I just come up here to laugh at mobs. I don't know where they are. There's usually crawling with mobs over here. There's a spider. And then my walkways. You can come out of the tower. You can walk all the way that way. We'll walk some of the walkway, but we don't need to walk all of it. This is my bedroom, which is not where I actually sleep most of the time. I mostly sleep in my basement because it's faster to get to things. The first disc that Kimball gave me, Kimball's first disc, and then a few other discs that I've actually earned. Jukebox, we have dance parties, don't we, Cork? Cork disappeared for a while. Then he came back. Okay, then this is the way out, right? You can keep going on those walkways. The whole point is I can see everything without getting interrupted by mobs and just look around and waste time at night. This is actually underground here. And then you go down here and you go to my storage area, which isn't terribly extensive, but for me it is. And I got monster spawns in these walls again. Down here is my overflow storage area. And it keeps going back. There's that cave sound. It can keep going back as far as I want now. And then if I go this way, this is that zombie spawner. See? That's what this was. The access entry thing. It's going to close? Yes. And then this, quickly, is my branch mine. So I built my first water elevators. Boom, that's a big drop. My first water elevators. And my branch mine. See, there's that tall ladder going to the original entrance to the branch mine. Scary ladder in case emergency, do not use elevator. And then there's the tramway and the branch mine. All lit up, all the way down to bedrock. Just encompasses my base. It doesn't go under anybody else's base. Come in here, and then you go back up. I'm so proud of these water elevators. It took me forever how to figure it out. Although I know for most people it's not a big deal. And now we're back. And then here, if we make a cut through, we go to my oh gosh, you scared me. We go to the nether. And here we are. The nether highway, the west nether highway. I built this. I was so proud of this. This took me forever, and I was so proud of it. I still am, but it's a huge, huge deal for me to do this. Every tree is hand-built. My nether mailbox. Protected storage for potion of fire resistance. And so forth and so forth. Again, I'm going through this very quickly, but that's because I do have videos on every single thing you see in great detail. So just search the video and you can watch more detail there if this is too quickly for you. But anyway, yep, I'm going to go back inside. I'm going to go back and see your friends. There you go. But anyway, so I still want to do a complete tour, all at one time, the entire base at once. But yes, please search out individual videos if you're curious about certain things. Anyway, my storage is expanding slowly. Here we have my enchantment room, right? And enchanted books, things like that. Pretty straightforward. And then we have my potion making room, which I haven't had to make potions in a while. Here we have my teleporter. You push the right buttons in the right order, you get to warp across the world. That's fun. And here we have the valuables vault with some obvious things and some extra things. And that's it for down here. I do want to show you, though, my secret tunnel. So there's the entrance. That's how I get to my overall mailbox. This is that thing I showed you. If you go down here, you go to the train station. We saw the steps going up. And then we have my underground passageway to my second branch mine, which we will actually look at from the top side in a moment. I just want to show you this is here. We'll see this in a moment from the other side. And those are my underground passages. I love being able to do underground. And that way I can just work casually, relaxed, non-stop, not worry about mobs coming to see me or anything like that. So I just like having that ability to do that. So then, oh yeah, my food storage, where I'm working on filling everything full just because I can. And then this stuff in here is ready to be composted because it was extra. Simple food storage, but enough. I actually don't have very much stuff in a lot of this. I really don't have that much food, but I like having it. So that takes care of the hoity-toity resort of the base. And actually, let's get this going. Although where is that zombie coming from? What the heck? He's really annoying me. I'm just going to put some of the stuff away since we're here. Well, we don't need the minecarts either because we're done with minecarts. I'm going to have to give people their minecarts back. I have to find out who is here. There we go. Anyway, so, I still got to get rid of this Tagurid thing. I keep forgetting to bring it with me. Anyway, so that is the hoity-toity resort. That is my personal part of the base. So now we just have the phase 2, which is the touristy area. So I briefly want to show you my walkway wall. The whole point of this, I can walk up and down like security, basically, like security patrol, and see all of my base from a somewhat protected area. I mean, mobs can still get you, but most of these protected. And then there's a few access points. That block I need to replace. It's driving me crazy, but not now. These sheep keep spawning. They never did, but now their spawn counts are cranked up. They do. Anyway, so walking the security wall, lots of fun. And jump down. I love jumping down. Oh gosh, see what I mean? Come and burn, dude. Oh, shield sounds work. What? No way. Do you know how exciting that is for me? We haven't had shield sounds in all of 1.13. Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. This cow has been here since day 1 of the server, by the way. I made sure not to ever kill him. And anyway, so that runs us up here. I totally ran through that because I was excited about the shield sounds. This runs along my property, original property line. I'm slowly expanding out as people aren't playing and they gift me their areas. This is a little lookout thing. And whoops. And you can look out over the base. This used to be my highest point. It was very exciting. So then this goes down into Turtle Studios, which was built for me by my Latvian neighbor. So we can come in here, see where we are now. Come in here and just hang out and relax and chill. And just do nothing. Just relax. I love it so much. So let's go back up. I wanted to have a way to get in and out. Many different ways. Several different ways to get in and out. That light right there isn't actually needed. I should fix that. And then phase 2, the touristy area. So let's run the wall and then we'll talk about all the stuff. There's the cube from the episode 200 event. What fun was that? Holy moly, rock and rolly. This I do want to expand out here and do something with that waterfall. But anyway, what am I trying to say here? Yes, so episode 200 event. And then we can go down there if we wanted to, right? Security. We'll talk about each of these things in a moment, but this is phase 2, I called it, which is now complete. Now it's the tourist area. And it's really slow when you're trying to run this. I just want to show you my wall. And I'm considering at this time, you know, this base is totally complete. Of course, I might tweak things here and there because nothing is always totally complete, but it's complete. I'm calling it complete. It's just maybe tweaking if I notice a block that I didn't change out. Like, for example, right here. I could change all those to dirt probably. And that one by the western shore, I could change to dirt. Things like that I'll keep working on. But otherwise, the builds are all done. I love this. I'm so proud of this. You can really see the difference in how I built things. Whoops. So there's one lookout I like to use. I love to jump off this because it's hilarious. So there you go. You can see where we are now. We're between phases. We should pick up that beacon any second. Here's that beach. That will never change. Let's eat a minute because we do get a few monster spawns. With the high mob count now, with the update, it does affect things where before the chances of getting a mob spawn were really low. I mean, it was always possible, but it was really low. Now it's likely. We'll talk about all these things. So to the right is my area and it's protected, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I want to keep it natural on purpose forever. But it's, you know, it's there and it's mine. And then here you can go down there. So we're all protected. And then that is, why am I drawing a blank who that is? Oh my gosh. That is Adam Newby's area. So let's run back. Oh yeah, there's natural water there too. So let's run back and go up Lopez. We'll start talking about this phase 2 touristy area. Because we're already at over half an hour. I was thinking I'll get this done in 45 minutes, but I don't think so. So I'm not responsible for deaths. Oh my gosh, the stone without it being in the texture pack. Anyway, this is a very tall tower. I love to jump off it. You only lose like a heart or two if you have feather falling. But once it's rendered in, you can see everything from up here. You can see all the way to the resort there. See? Then my private base, the neighbors, the cube, or the die. Phase 2, Adam Newby. You can see it all. It's super cool from up here. I just love hanging out up here. Alrighty, where were we? I had to take a phone call from my mother-in-law, and I'm already forgetting where it was. I want to jump up here without falling off. That looks so awesome from up here. I've actually never looked over there. Anyway, continuing. Again, I am doing this in a hurry because it's a big base, and I want to do it in one episode, and I want to show everybody everything. But please, please, Google or search on the channel individual things if something interests you and you want to see how it was done. And if you want to see my textures in the texture pack that I haven't fixed yet. So this is where Lopez comes out. Yeah, why don't we just start here? So let's just run here quickly. No spoilers, no spoilers. If you come up via the train station, however, what'll happen, whoops, I'll show you. This is the train station here. See this? Recognize this, right? You come up here. If you don't go to the resort, because if you don't have a reservation, you have to come up here. And this is where you get welcomed to the touristy area. I don't need these anymore. Why were those there? Anyway. So this, you can hang out, have a snack, figure out your plan, right? You get your map of the area and you come out here and you figure out who wants to see what and what are you going to see for the day, that type of thing, right? That's what that's for. Everything's lit up. Works out quite nice. It looks very simple, but I'm very proud of that. That must be blocked by a tree or something. Otherwise, you can come out here and then we have a map, the Mappa Mundi. Our base is right there. That's how big the world was, and we just expanded it out like that far. If you walk, though, if you take a boat, you have to come out from here. Recognize this now? Come out here, and then you come in here. That's how you access the base, or the touristy area. So, there are places to snack and lounge all over the place. If you want to see the old mines, which aren't really old, I just started them, I guess you can't. This will be open to the public, I guess, someday. Not right now. Not right now. So there's the way to my base. Remember that back way I showed you? And then this is my new branch mine. All protected and everything. So just for me to use it. Anyway, we come back up here to where we came from. Boom. And let's start here. So you walk along here. Like I said, no torches. I didn't say that, but no torches. All hidden lighting. But like I did say, places to sit and eat everywhere. Under the treehouse. Lots of places there. Big benches there. Small benches along the sides. Here we have the Northern Hot Springs, which used to say armor required because that was an armor optional hot springs. But the conservative board of directors wanted it to be not armor optional, armor required everywhere, so we took the signs down. There's a hot spring here, a little waterfall, more hot springs, and then into the river, which I built myself. And then here is the tree house. You can dine underneath if you wish with the big tables. And then here's the tree house, which is very dangerous. Hopefully we don't run into a mob. If we do, they're going to knock us off, which with Feather Falling 4, you lose like 2 hearts. And then you can go in here. And if you want to have a little peek, you can. And play in the trees of the treehouse if you're ever so daring to do so. Although I had to come back down. And let's just jump down for time. There we go. And we're going to speed this up a little bit. Because now we're getting into the new stuff that most of you probably have seen. There is the cube or the die. Little bridges. The playground. Now we're getting into like, only like 5 or 6 episodes ago. Well, maybe 10 episodes ago. So you've seen all this. The beach. And the organ house. Which will come out from the other side. And what is next? So yeah, so now we're speeding up the tour because this is, like I said, this is all really fresh. Right? We have all the seating along here. Another bridge. There's Lopez. Here we come out and we have Greg. The polar bear exhibit. More places to sit. We have the Southern Hot Springs. These were the armor optional ones, but the board of directors, like I said, are a little more conservative than they used to be, so they wanted it armor required all the time. We come up here and bathrooms, right? Dudes and dudettes. Again, lots of detail on these if you just want to search out the video. That's only, not very long ago. And then we're coming back out here again. See? And then the organ house. It says 3 or 4 episodes. I did a little performance. If you want to search that out. What else? Oh, yes. The park. Beacon Park. If you come up here, this was like 6 episodes of building here. All these nooks and crannies. Every block I laid down. There's our wall. And let's see, painstaking, not painstakingly, but carefully did every single block. And then the rustic steps comes out to the beach on the other side. And there's the beacon. Oh yeah, we forgot about the beacon platform. And then we have the wither killing area underneath. which I guess we can go to in a moment after we look at the beacon viewing platform. There it is. Ta-da. Very cool, huh? For sake of time, can we jump off of this? Yes, we can. And down here is the wither killing area. Wish my branch mine went right through it. There we go. We killed 3 withers, I think, in here. Because, you know, mob griefing is off, so you can do that. Still pretty dangerous. They still almost died. Kind of scary. So anyway, that's it. I know the first half was like half an hour long, and the second half was like 1 minute long. But that's because all this stuff, I mean, we just built this. And we just recorded it. So most of my viewers have seen this. But few of them have seen the first half. So that is it. Wow, that was rushed. But you know what? I already told you why I was rushed. I'm not going to repeat myself a third time, although I often do. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Base 245 minutes. A year plus of work. Almost every day. So I don't know what comes next. Well, I do know what comes next. I'm not going to tell you what comes next. You'll see it as I record and upload it. But this base, my first base, is done. Maybe a few blocks here and there I'll change up, but my base is done. I know what's coming next. You have to wait. Element of surprise. And I'll catch you next time.